All right, closing remarks. Hang on, everybody, hang on. I have words of wisdom, words of wisdom. So, thanks for a great 3 days, everybody. Thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for being here. Thanks for voting with your feet to focus on our path for this future together. A couple of things I want to share with you. Some numbers, right? So we had over 100 sessions, over 600 attendees. I'm going to need you to scroll this back there, if you would. Thrilled to see the ongoing growth of the event. One of my favorite things was walking around the venue or walking to this venue and seeing authenticators. See what I did there? Meeting with each other in the hallways, in the streets, in the sunshine, connecting, communicating, and doing business. So that was awesome. Let's talk about some of the key themes from this week, just to recap. The first is, we want to get to this password nirvana, right? We want to make passkeys inevitable. We are making passkeys inevitable. There's still work to be done around the edges. We need to, fully understand and meet some market requirements, but we are on the path to inevitability. The question is, how do we get there? But the fact of the matter is, we went from, 0 services supporting sync passkeys at this point last year to over 7 billion accounts with dozens of services supporting that. So we want to see that continue to grow in the years ahead. And the reason why that's possible, that progress is possible, is that the technology is ready, the technology is there. Google making passkeys by default, that was a huge moment for all of us and for FIDO authentication. But do you think they'd do that if the technology wasn't ready? No, of course not. Right? It's a mature foundation for companies of that size to make a big bet on passkeys. Same with Apple and Merck, or Pinterest, or TikTok, Air New Zealand. All the companies you heard from this week, they understand the technology foundation is there for us to work with. So I hope that inspires you to build today, speak to a vendor, and help make this happen. We're also mature enough as an organization now to focus on best practices. So not just focus on doing things, but doing them well. Right, so I was super happy to see the workshops happen this week. I hope you were able to take part and that you came away from those with actionable insights for you to advance your own passkey projects. But again, this is all about you and our broader community. It's about our shared mission. We talked at the beginning about superheroes. You are the superheroes. You are the tipping points. Be the tipping point in advancing our collective mission towards reducing and eliminating reliance on passwords. So it is very much about our community. And it's about our community. So let me talk a little bit about our community. I was glad to see that we were able to have some fun last night, including in the pool. And this kind of made me think of this scene from Caddyshack. Who's seen Caddyshack? This happened last night. And here comes the authenticators coming to the pool. This is kind of what happened last night. Kind of like that. And that was not me. I was not the lifeguard. But it was great to see people having fun. I hope you like this venue and that you were able to take advantage of everything we had to do here. Another theme was, one person who most definitely would not have been in the pool is Vittorio Bertocci. Vittorio would not have been in that pool because his hair would have been all whacked. He was so dearly missed this week, and I'm grateful for Ian and Alan Foster setting up this foundation to allow all of us to put our grief into action. So remember to support this initiative. It's very important and a great way to honor Vittorio. So last but not least, we want to hear from you. All right, so we've managed to build this activity significantly over 2 years. Please, this is a QR code for our survey. Please take a moment to fill in the survey. Tell us what you think. We want to hear from you. Let us know about your experience this week overall. Did you like this venue? Do we like being here? Okay. So we are here next year, in case you didn't know that. I'll tell you that in a second. And we're excited to come back this year. I've heard some people saying, some vendors saying, they want to hold workshops over the weekend beforehand. They want to bring customers here, like Saturday, Sunday. So, if that's something you want to do, come to let me know, let Megan know. We'll figure out how to square that away for you to make sure that that can happen. But I'd like to see this grow in this location and take advantage of all it has to offer. But start first by filling out the survey and giving us your feedback. And quickly, I want to do some thank yous. So first of all, thanks to all of you here, those of you who left, those of you at home. Your presence creates the energy that fuels our collective efforts in driving adoption of FIDO authentication. It sounds cheesy, but you really are the tipping points. The turnout blew us away. Again, we grew to over 600 people this year, and we really can't wait to do this again. Last but not least, I want to give some shout outs to the FIDO team. So I've done this the past 2 years, and I've managed to screw it up each time by not mentioning someone. So I'm going to be very careful this time. So I want to thank Adrian, Jessica, Lori, Megan, and Tasha. I'm so proud of what you've done. I'm so honored to work with you. So those names again, Adrian, Jessica, Lori, Megan, and Tasha. Now you may think, by the way, you're probably thinking, hey, Andrew, you screwed up again. That's only 5 people. Like, who'd you forget? That's it. It's only 5 people who have made all this happen. So truly amazing. And I'd be remiss not to mention the rest of the FIDO staff, right? So if it wasn't for the work we do in running the working groups and managing the working groups and running our certification program and onboarding new members and making the operations click, that's everybody who works for FIDO Alliance. If they didn't do that, we wouldn't be here. None of this would be happening. Christina and I are fortunate enough to lead this very small team at FIDO Alliance. We're all very motivated by all of you. We take pride in what we do. So, thanks to the whole team, and thanks to all of you for supporting our efforts. So, like I said, we will be back here next year. How many of you did not get a room here that wanted one? All right. So the good news is we're basically doubling our room block for next year. But that being said, we need you to, and there's Megan. We need you to book as soon as you can, please, because for us, doubling the room block means we're putting ourselves out there. This is a QR code to the room block. You can book your room for next year today. So let's go ahead and get yourselves booked. The more people we have signing up, booking rooms now, the more we can secure that room block and even expand it. All right, so go ahead and make your plans for October 14th to 16th, 2024, or the prior weekend, and we'll look forward to seeing you all next year. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Safe travels home.